Good morning. Welcome to the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. We're here at Water Safety Day, and we have the U.S. Coast Guard Auxillary that has a presentation table in front of us, and they're going to introduce their names as well as what they do for the auxiliary.
I'm Eric Linda.
And I'm Marion Linda.
Okay. And what do both of you do for the auxiliary?
Right now we're helping at this table to make sure that everybody knows it's Safe Boating Week all across the nation. So this is a safety table, and hopefully they'll come and learn how to be safe.
All right.
I'm working along with Eric when I'm not here at the zoo, promoting safety in the water and in boating. For the auxiliary, I am a information systems officer for the flotilla, and that involves computer work.
Great. Can you go ahead and show us what we have on the table today?
Sure. We have many brochures on safe boating, including the vessel safety checks, which Eric forgot to mention as part of what he does for the auxiliary. Is he is an examiner. You have to be certified to do that. But what we have for the kids that can be a lot of fun for them is we're trying to teach them about all of the, quote, junk that ends up in the water and how long it takes for it to decompose. It can be anywhere from 1 month to 1,000 years, and we kind of have this game board for them. Right now it is completely out of order, and they have to put it into order as to what takes only 1 month to decompose and what takes 1,000 years to decompose. They have to move them around, try to put them in the right places, and when they're all done, they can check their answers by lifting these little covers. It actually takes a bottle 1,000 years to decompose. So I found that fascinating.
That is fascinating. So thank you showing us that game board. Now, sir, go ahead and tell us also what do we have to the right of the table.
Well, the right of the table we have some life jackets, and the message is that the jackets float, but you don't. So the jackets only work if you wear them. And you notice the jackets come in a whole multitude of sizes, so there's never a reason not to have your life jacket on. They're small to big. And then there's some brochures and stickers that show that, jacket's only good if you're wearing it.
Now, you mentioned about life jackets, and these life jackets have different sizes, but there's also different types. And why are there different types, and why should everybody know about those different types of life jackets?
There are life jackets, for instance, that a lot of sailboats use that will inflate when they hit the water, but they're very small, so they can still work on the boat. And then there's the regular kind that, like the orange one, kind of wear anytime you're on a boat. And the smaller ones the kids wear when they're on a boat. And the yellow one is kind of a more expensive one. Maybe if you do a whole lot of boating, you would have that one. Okay.
And so what we have here at the table signifies only a small part of what you do. Tell us what the auxiliary does overall for the U.S. Coast Guard.
I guess there's 800 Coast Guard auxiliaries here in Jacksonville, and there's 200 Coast Guardsmen active duty. So the auxiliary helps the Coast Guard by relieving the active duty guys so they can go home. We stand watch, we man radios, we help on boats. Anything that they do that we get trained to do, we can relieve them. And I guess the real goal is so they can go home and see their family before they have to go back out to sea.
And the training is very extensive. There's some courses I think that can take up to 2 years to be trained. And that's actually being on a Coast Guard cutter and relieving them of some of the duties. So there's as much or as little available as you want to get involved.
Well, we really appreciate you being here at Water Safety Day here at Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. And go ahead and sign off to our audience. Say bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.